Join me as I take on the challenge of creating evergreen content that stays relevant forever. Can I make something timeless? Evergreen content is the holy grail of online creation, allowing creators and businesses alike to reap the rewards of their hard work long after the initial publication date. It's the secret to building a loyal audience, driving consistent traffic, and generating leads without relying on fleeting trends or viral gimmicks. We've all been there, pouring our hearts and souls into a piece of content, only to see it fade into obscurity within weeks, sometimes even days. It's frustrating, demotivating, and downright disheartening. The worst part is, it's often not because the content is bad, but because it's simply not built to last. It's created with a short-term focus, catering to the fleeting desires of our audience, rather than providing timeless value that continues to resonate long after the initial publication date. This approach might get you a quick spike in views or engagement, but it won't lead to sustained success. Your content will be lost in the noise, replaced by the next big thing, and forgotten in the depths of cyberspace. It's a constant hamster wheel of creation, where you're forced to constantly produce new content just to stay relevant, rather than leveraging your existing work to drive results. The honest truth is, most creators are guilty of this approach. We're so caught up in the hustle and bustle of online marketing that we forget to focus on what truly matters, creating content that stands the test of time. But what if I told you there's a better way? A way to create content that continues to drive results, generate leads, and build your audience long after the initial publication date? Evergreen content is characterized by its relevance, utility, and ability to attract views long after its initial publication. It's content that's built to last, providing timeless value that continues to resonate with audiences across different times and trends. Evergreen content is the key to building a loyal community, driving consistent traffic, and generating leads without relying on fleeting trends or viral gimmicks. So, what sets evergreen content apart from its fleeting counterparts? For starters, it's often deeply personal, speaking to the fundamental needs and desires of your audience. It's content that's rooted in story, providing a unique perspective or insight that continues to resonate long after the initial publication date. Evergreen content is also highly informative, providing actionable advice or solutions that continue to solve problems for your audience over time. At its core, evergreen content is built around a deep understanding of your audience's needs, desires, and pain points. It's content that's crafted with the intention of providing long-term value, rather than just chasing short-term gains. When you focus on creating evergreen content, you're not just creating content for the here and now, you're building a legacy that will continue to drive results long after you've hit the publish button. So, how do you create truly evergreen content that resonates with audiences across different times and trends? It all starts with a deep understanding of your audience's needs and desires. You need to get inside their heads, understanding what keeps them up at night, what they're struggling with, and what they're desperate to achieve. Once you have this deep understanding, you can start crafting content that speaks directly to their needs, providing unique insights, perspectives, and solutions that continue to resonate long after the initial publication date. The key to creating evergreen content is to focus on the fundamentals, rather than chasing fleeting trends or gimmicks. It's about creating content that's rooted in timeless principles, rather than fleeting fads. When you focus on the fundamentals, you're building a foundation for success that will continue to drive results long after the initial publication date. Ultimately, creating evergreen content is a mindset shift. It's about moving away from the short-term focus of most online creators and businesses, and towards a long-term strategy that's built around providing timeless value to your audience. It's a shift that requires patience, persistence, and a deep understanding of your audience's needs and desires. In conclusion, evergreen content is the secret to building a loyal audience, driving consistent traffic, and generating leads without relying on fleeting trends or viral gimmicks. It's the key to creating a legacy that will continue to drive results long after you've hit the publish button. Remember, it's not about creating content that's flashy or trendy, it's about creating content that's timeless, relevant, and built to last. Thanks for watching, and I'd love to hear from you. What are some of your favorite strategies for creating evergreen content? Share your experiences in the comments below, and if you want more tips on creating timeless content, be sure to check out my related videos for more insights and strategies. Join me as I take on the challenge of creating evergreen content that stays relevant forever. Can I make something timeless? Evergreen content is the holy grail of online creation, allowing creators and businesses alike to reap the rewards of their hard work long after the initial publication date. It's the secret to building a loyal audience, driving consistent traffic, and generating leads without relying on fleeting